Hey, and welcome to another video. And this is actually going to be a good one. It is Friday evening and it's 7 o'clock and the children just went to bed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to film like an evening routine, but this is not your typical evening routine because I am first going to do some homemaking stuff that I didn't do during the day because my husband isn't home tonight. And I thought, you know what, I'll just do it in peace and quiet. I'll listen to a podcast while I'm doing all my stuff, while I'm mopping the floors and all that, and then just spend the day with the kids. So that is what I did today. I spent a lot of time with the kids and we just had a lot of fun. So we are gonna do an evening homemaking cleaning routine, and we're gonna actually do something fun because I don't know if you see those boxes right there, but I'm gonna surprise my family. I don't wanna say it too loud because my son is probably still awake. But I'm gonna set up the Christmas tree. And yes, it is today, the 20th of October. So I am very aware of the fact that we are extremely early, but you gotta believe me when I say that my family has been begging me to set up the tree for like 3 weeks now because they asked me on the 1st of October, basically. So I've been having to hear that for weeks, and my husband even really wants to do that. And because he's not home tonight, I thought, you know what, it is going to be a fun surprise for him when he arrives back home. He comes in the door and he sees the Christmas tree lit up. I just thought that would be fun. So that is what I'm going to do today. But first, I need to do some homemaking tasks because that table still has a bunch of things on it. I still need to do the dishes. I still need to vacuum, mop the floors and all that. So I'm going to take you along with me, and then we are going to set up this house for Christmas. Okay, so I got my tea, which I'm gonna enjoy right now. And then I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm not really sure yet. I'm either gonna start with vacuum and mop, or I'm gonna start with the Christmas stuff. I'm thinking I might actually start with vacuuming because the spot where the tree needs to go has to be vacuumed, right? So I think I'm gonna start with that, even though I don't really want to. I really just look forward to setting up the tree. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do, right? So I'm gonna drink my tea. I actually put in some cold water as well, just to make sure that I can drink it. There's still a lot of steam coming from it, but I think I can drink it in a minute or so. And then I will start vacuuming and mopping, and then I can finally start with the tree. So we'll see how it goes, but I think it's gonna be such a fun thing to see in the house and to do. So I'm actually excited, even though it was not my plan. I'm actually excited to get that tree up. And I'm really looking forward to the moments where in the morning at 5 a.m., I can read my Bible on the couch, look at the Christmas tree, have a nice cup of tea. That is just something that I really love about the winter season, and especially the Christmas season. So that is what I'm gonna look forward to. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's first drink our tea. Then we have to work and get the vacuuming and mopping done. And then we can play with our Christmas stuff. Okay, the house is clean. The floors are actually dry because I waited for that. So it is time to unpack all our Christmas stuff, and I'm super excited. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna take this chair and I'm gonna move that, and I'm gonna put the tree up there. So let's do that first. So it is now 9 o'clock. It works. We're gonna have to make sure that it looks good, but the lights still work, which is always a bonus. But I'm gonna have to work on this, and then I'm gonna unpack the rest of the stuff, but I'm really glad that it actually works still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fluff things up, and as you can see, well, you can't see, but there is some lights that do not work. So we might actually have to purchase some more lights for this. And you might be wondering, why do you have such a short tree? Because I'm actually sitting on the floor right now. So this is our tiny whiny tree. And we actually purchased this one when we lived in our apartment, and we wanted to have a tree that was able to be put on the table. Because back then we only had our youngest, or our oldest, we only had our oldest, and we really didn't want him to get into the tree. So what we decided to do was, we don't have a lot of space, so we don't have any room to put the tree anyway. So let's just put it up on the table. Then our son couldn't get into it, and we didn't have to purchase a big tree. So that is why we got this, and we have made it work. So I would love to have a tree that is all the way up to the ceiling, because as you can see, there's a lot of space between the top of the tree and the top of the house. But this is how we are gonna make it work. We have actually put it up a little bit, and we put something underneath it, so I might do that still. We'll see what happens, but for now, this is good enough for me. I'm just gonna fluff it up, and I'm going to put all the rest of the stuff out. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you the story about this tree and why we actually got the size that we have, because every time I see this, I think, okay, this is actually really tiny. But the reason we got a tiny one was actually a good reason. So anyway, just wanted to mention that. Now let's fluff this thing up and keep going, because it's already 9:30, like I said, and I really want to make sure that I have everything set up before my husband comes home. Now, he is with a friend, so I don't think he's gonna be here anytime soon, but you know, you never know what happens. So I really want to make sure that I have it all done before he's here. like I said, it is tiny. As you can see, it's really small, and I do really think that I'm gonna put it on something to lift it up a little bit, but I really don't mind that. My family actually talked me into this because this looks so fun, and I love the look of a Christmas tree. Now, it's not perfect by any means because there's still a lot of fluffing up to do, and to be honest, my husband usually does that for me, or I set it up and he just goes through it again, because he's just way better at that than I am, and he's a little bit of a perfectionist, so he's probably gonna go through it again, but I am okay with what it looks like right now. Now, what I want to do is I just want to add a few more touches here and there because I have some fun cushions for on the couch and things like that, so I'm gonna put those up as well, and I will put a clip of what it looks like in here.